Concorla, and good evening, Minister. And I very much welcome the opportunity to contribute to this important debate on the EU Directive in relation to combating violence against women and domestic violence. I'm supportive of it for a number of reasons. First of all, I think it modernises our procedures, and as the Minister alluded to, it actually standardises them to a minimum standard at least across the European Union. There's three areas in particular I want to focus on, and first of all, I think it's good that there's an emphasis here on cyberspace, that people need to realise that these types of crimes, they don't just occur in the real world, that they can occur in the virtual world as well. And there is an emphasis on cyber stalking, cyber harassment, the non-consensual sharing of intimate images, and also basically incitement of hatred and violence in cyberspace. I think that's a good thing that it's actually codified and it's standardised across the European Union. Secondly, what I do like about the directive is there's an emphasis on safe reporting and risk assessment procedure. I think all the deputies in the chamber can recognise that this is a type of crime which lends itself to under-reporting. And there's emphasis on an improved and increased and, I guess, a more broader number of pathways that a female victim can report this type of crime, and they can do so in a child-friendly, accessible manner, particularly online. I think that's a good way, because sometimes a female victim may not be able to leave a house without exposing themselves to further danger. Also, from a healthcare worker's point of view, that they're no longer bound exclusively by the right to confidentiality. And if a healthcare worker comes across a situation where they think there's reasonable grounds that a female victim is likely to sustain further or physical abuse, they can report it to the appropriate authorities as soon as possible. And then thirdly, I think the fact that there's I guess a provision here that full compensation is payable to a female victim, even during a criminal court proceedings. I think that's a good thing as well, that a female victim can claim damages, can claim the healthcare bills back, and can claim damages for physical or psychological, and for even loss of income. I think that's definitely a step forward as well. So in summary, I welcome the bill, but I do like the comments of other deputies in the chamber that prevention is better than cure. And these are all punishments and sanctions, and rightly so, but the emphasis should be on the education piece, which is so important, and that should start as early as possible to change culture and change behaviour. And that's all I have to say. I welcome the directive and I look forward to its swift implementation. Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you, Dr. Berry.